Time, a dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Saturday, and Saturday is weigh-in and meeting topic du jour on the WW plan. Are you still following the WW plan, D? Currently, I still am. Will you always be following the WW plan? In a way, yes, but we're still chugging along. If things don't improve, I'm probably going to say I'm going to wait till after the holidays, only because right now, right now I'm into maintaining. It's October, November, December. We have a holiday in each month. So my goal is not to gain, but to maintain. Yep, I'm not struggling. I mean, I don't even celebrate Halloween, so this month really isn't a no-brainer. Thanksgiving is coming next month, and so is Christmas. So I would really, in a great world, I'd like to drop a couple pounds before Christmas because I intend on having a little bit of a looser Christmas. I do every year have a looser Christmas, and that's just my choice. So yeah, I really would like to drop, but if I maintain, I still feel that's a win. I did not go to my meeting today because it is currently raining here in Jersey. We are getting the outer of Hurricane, I don't remember what it was with an I. Ivan, Iris. Oh gosh, I don't even remember. I'm not even awake. Reason for that is we are heading to New York right after this goes up to see Timmy. It's they have family day tomorrow, and with the rain coming, we're going up a day ahead of time because it's to travel to New York and be there for 11 o'clock is precarious. So we're going to leave right in between the sprinkles today. So another reason why I couldn't go to my meeting anyway, because I have to be back and got to get out of here, and I'm half asleep, and I apologize. And I'm filming on my computer. Why? Because when I pulled up the meeting topic, it wouldn't give it to me. Give it to me on my phone. It's on my phone, but it's not on my laptop. It's giving me some kind of finger food. Not that that does look delicious, but so I figured instead of running up and grabbing the camera, I will see how the Mac films because, see how it goes. You let me know if it's too, not clear. Did we, go up and get your phone, you lazy. I did get weighed this morning. I was down 0.2. Shockingly, I was excited about that. And I did have heavier clothes on, so it's a huge win in my book. Because I am transitioning into my heavier wardrobe to go get weighed. Because, yeah, I'm not going naked in the winter. I just don't. There's people that strip their, yeah, I just, I have a heavy outfit. I have a light outfit. There's just, I just don't. But, if that's what you do, God love you. But I just can't. All right, let's see what this week's topic by Miss Beth Janes O'Keefe. How to make meal prep quick and easy. Now, I'm not a huge meal prepper. I do a meal prep video. It's not a traditional meal prep video. I don't prep breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't do that. I find a couple interesting recipes that you could prep, and I make them. That's what I do. That's what I call meal prep. I'm home, so I don't find the need to meal prep, but I do find that if you are a person who works out of the home, it might be something that helps you. So if it does, then absolutely. I need to get this keeps going off. Absolutely, you should meal prep. Don't do something that somebody else does, or don't listen to, if I don't do it, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You need to find your own niche. And if meal prepping helps you, then go for it. And prep what you want to prep. You want to prep all breakfasts, you want to prep lunches, you want to prep all three. I always say, especially if you have a family and you work outside the home, getting things prepped for dinner might be a help, because sometimes coming home from a stressful day at work, I haven't read the topic yet, and prepping dinner can be daunting, and sometimes you just don't care. I don't care. But sometimes maybe having things chopped ahead of time, like getting your veggies prepped on the weekends, might help you, because that's one less thing you have to do. Some people make meal kits. They put all their protein and all their chopped veggies in a bag, so all you have to do is grab the bag and everything is ready. You could do that. Whatever works for you. I can't tell you what's going to work for you because I'm not you and you're not me. So you might be a very organized person. That's how you run. And I feel like you have to find your niche and what you enjoy doing and what you can do. Meal prepping takes a lot of time on a Sunday. Do you want to give up that time to sit there and put things together? Again, that's up to you. You might be busy with sports with your kids and don't really have time to meal prep. What I used to, and I still do, what I kind of prep is I get hard boiled eggs made for the week. I get chicken ready for the week that I can just grab at a moment's notice. Those are two things I definitely have on hand all the time. Now, I just was watching Miss Nikki Gets Fit, and I know a lot of you guys watch her. I don't know why I never, well, she's young. Maybe that's why I don't gravitate towards the young ones. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I'm older. So, I mean, what they find interesting, it's not something that relates to me, but sometimes some of the things do. And what she does, and it's very interesting, and I was just, talking to Steve about doing this because I think it'll help all of us. She preps vegetables, like cooks them, like could be zucchini, peppers, onions. Like, that's my favorite. Like getting like a big amount of, like, get 4 or 5 zucchinis, get a couple of onions and a couple of bell peppers, and of course I might put some carrot in there or whatever you have on hand, and get that all sauteed up and put it in a container so you can pull from that. I would put that on a salad. I would put that in a wrap. I would put that in a scramble. I'd have all that there ready for me because, yeah, it takes time to chop veggies and saute them. Even though I'm home, I might not feel like doing it. Like, sometimes that's the thing. Like, you could have all the time in the world and still not feel like doing it. So what can I make it easier? And we all can pull from that. Steve can pull from it. The boys can pull from it. It makes a great side dish. If you make enough of it, you can always have one night as a dinner side, or it could morph into many different things, and it's always ready to go. So I think we're going to incorporate that, I think, in the next week or so. I don't know if I can get to it this week because I won't be home, and I'm working next week. If you didn't know, I went back to work 1 day a week. Well, this week she needs me 3 days because one of the girls is, I'm like, I said 1 day a week. But they need help. So I will be there Monday, I think Wednesday and Thursday. I would have been there Friday, but the school's closed on Friday because Friday will be my day. So every Friday I will be there from 10 to 1. It's nice to be back. I miss the kids. They were excited to see me. It was one day I agreed to, but you do what you need to do. So let's get to what WW says about meal prepping, because I gave you what I think about meal prepping. All right. If you ever wished you had a personal chef, the next best thing is doing it yourself on a Sunday, is prepping and cooking. Just like they segue to that. I don't know. The next best thing is spending all day Sunday prepping. It's hard. Try this. Don't have time to prep and cook a full meal? Lean on quick and no-cook foods and recipes. Pick up cooked proteins, rotisserie chicken, frozen shrimp, burger patties. Buy pre-cooked vegetables. That's a great thing. They sells pre-chopped everything. You can find it. And they're even making these interesting salad kits that have a protein. Like some of them, I got one, I think it was at Trader Joe's. Or was it Whole Foods? One of them has noodles in it. So it becomes like, you put a carb in there, so it's a little more filling, and you add your protein in there. So it's vegetables, protein, and carb. It's a full meal. So definitely look for those shortcuts. I mean, some people will say, oh, you don't use shortcuts. There's this, there's that. Honestly, I don't think it's going to kill you. I mean, I understand why people don't like certain things because they're into this. Everybody has a version of healthy. Healthy to me is just lower in calories, lower in what I was eating before. That's my version of healthy. Everything is on the plate if I could fit it in under a certain point or calorie. I don't look at things and say, I don't like what's in there. The FDA approved it. It's not going to kill you. But if that's something you don't like, then it's going to take you twice as long because you have to read everything. But if that's your choice, that's your choice. Like, we have to pick and choose what we want to do and what our journey is. And the more you simplify it, the easier it will be. And remember, this is the big thing. Can you do this for the rest of your life? Because losing weight is only one part of it. We have to maintain. So whatever you choose to do, whether it be low carb, high protein, reading nutrition labels, you got to keep doing that. You can't stop after you've lost your weight and say, okay, I'm just going to do what I used to do. It doesn't work. So whatever you do, anything, you have to continue it. That's why I always say, I'm not low carb, I'm carb conscious, because I know I can't stay at 50 to 75 grams of carbs. That's just impossible. Yeah, a day or so a week I could, but we're talking for the full week. It's just not in my DNA. And ooh, black dog. And I want to set you up for success. I want to set you up with every tool that you need, and you need to look ahead. I know, as daunting as that seems, if you have to lose 200 pounds, I'd look ahead. You do, because it's all about maintenance, because losing weight is only a small part of this journey. The maintenance is much bigger and much harder. I know it sounds interesting to say that, but it is, because there is no rewards in maintenance. There is no bells and whistles in maintenance. It's just day in and day out, keeping to the plan and staying at, that little range of 4 or 5 pounds. Weight Watcher says 2. I think 2 is a little low. I think you should stay in a range of 5 pounds. I think that's a little bit more realistic. I should say 10, then I would be fine. But no, I think 5 pounds is a little bit more realistic to stay in that range, because it does fluctuate. So I get off topic again. Are you missing ingredients when you do have time to cook? While grocery shopping, while grocery is too small. Well, a grocery list while planning meals for the week and getting everything on the run. Definitely have a running list on your fridge of things that you run out, because I always say a well-stocked pantry. And like I said, I don't meal plan. I don't. But do I have a well-stocked pantry? I do. Do I have a well-stocked freezer? I do. Do I have a well-stocked fridge? I do. I always have things I can pull from. I buy rice in bulk. We buy potatoes by the big 5 or 10 pound bag. So I always have those on hand for sides. We always have pasta in the pantry. There's always beans. There's always frozen vegetables and canned vegetables. I do prefer fresh vegetables, but I think they get too. I like a crisp vegetable. That's why. It's not like I have any weirdness about it. Now, there's nothing wrong with them. I like my vegetables crunchy. The family doesn't, so we very much disagree on that. Consider ingredients you already have when planning. Choose recipes that use 5 ingredients or less. There's a lot of, if you put in the Weight Watchers search, I think if you put 5 ingredients, it'll pull up 5 ingredient recipes. Or even if you just Google 5 ingredient recipes, you will find a lot of them. And I think Hungry Girl had I think she had a 5 ingredient cookbook, or 6 ingredient. I know Taste of Home does. And you always could adjust those recipes. Don't feel like you look at those, oh my God, you just can sub out a few things that will definitely lower the points and calories. Just at one to cook every single day. Designate one day to batch cook. Make things like chili soups, stews. Those things you hopefully can get more than one day out of. Pastas, baked pastas are another one you can stretch out, but again, it's pasta, it's cheese, But you absolutely could use, a portion is never going to hurt anybody, and you can always use a lower fat cheese. Freeze and reheat well, store individual portions. Roast a large chicken, beef roast, and other proteins used later in cooked meals. You can make a big meatloaf. I've been cooking turkey breast. I have. And it's pretty easy in the crock pot. I thaw it in the refrigerator, and then when it's thawed, I put it in the crock pot I had a 4.5 pound one the last one. I didn't want a huge one. So I did about a 4.5 pound one, and it cooked for about 4 hours. A little timer popped up. It was perfect. And let me tell you something, it was very juicy. And we had that for the week. So you could get yourself, a little, you can get the chickens, you can get a turkey breast, and you can just have that for the week. Some shrimp, you can boil up some shrimp and have them, have shrimp cocktail for lunch. Put it in your salad, put it in a quesadilla. You have one protein that you could do 4 or 5 different things with. Same thing with chicken. You can make it into a quesadilla, you can make it into a salad, you can make it into a wrap. Your shredded chicken could go so far. And I like making the taco chicken in the crock pot, which is just about 3 chicken breasts. Season them with taco seasoning, put a jar of salsa, put it on high for 4 hours, and then you go and you shred it. And then I put a can of drained corn and a can of drained and rinsed black beans. Let that sit for another half hour. I eat that on everything. I like making a taco salad with it. I like putting in a quesadilla, And it lasts me for days. And you can make more and have more of it, and the family will love it. It's chicken. It's taco seasoning. It's salsa. It's not anything diety. It's regular food that it's just using, lighter, healthier ingredients. Let's dive deeper, shall we? Universal time savers. Tacos, salads, egg dishes, and burgers come together quickly. Keep your kitchen stocked with ready-to-go ingredients, cooked brown rice, canned beans, and frozen vegetables. I wouldn't say use cooked brown rice. I would say grab yourself a little Dash mini rice cooker if it's only 2 of you, or if you have a family, if you have an Instant Pot. Instant Pot makes rice in I think 15 to 20 minutes, and it's fabulous. That to me is a time saver, the Instant Pot. You can get dinner on the table in under an hour. I make a soup with a ham bone, dried beans, broth, chopped vegetables. It comes together in under an hour, and you would think that soup cooked all day. My boys are like flabbergasted. I have a ham bone in the. I have a video. I have a video making the ham and bean soup. Simple. We have it during the week all the time. It takes nothing to put together. You can have everything chopped and just come home, throw everything in there, and then go get, unwind from your day at work, get a few things done, and your soup will be ready. Take the ham bone out, pick some of the meat off, and you have dinner. Loaf of bread. Use tools like the microwave. It cooks frozen fish. I'm not using. I like microwave for defrosting. I don't like to cook in the microwave, but again, I'm not you. And if you like cooking in the microwave, then go to it, my friends. A food processor, yes, you could sit there and shred things in a food processor like lickety split. But the problem is, it's like, I have to clean it. I know. That's something you can sit for the next day or have one of the kids do it. The WW app recipes section, scroll to categorize like freezer friendly foods and easy to weekend. Yes, I just said that. If you go in the search and you put in easy weeknight dinners, it'll pop up everything. If you put in Instant Pot, all the Instant Pot recipes come up. So definitely things you could put together in the Instant Pot that don't take as much time as, but you can have it all prepped and ready to go, and it'll save you some time. Whether you like playing chef or prefer the role of diner, science says eating more home-cooked meals helps saves points. It does. It does, because you know what's in it. You don't know what oils that they used. But if you have a lot of points for the day, and you can get a decent meal out. I don't think those kind of meals really fall the way they do now, because I feel like if you go to a diner, and if you're a regular at that diner, that waitress or that waiter, they're going to make you happy and know what you want. And they're going to, putting your dressing on the side, say, hey, can I have a little bit less oil on my food? And if you're having chicken and fish and there's a little bit of oil on there, pretty much it's a 0-point protein or a very low point protein. So a little bit of oil is not going to hurt anybody. And I always say, if you don't want to use points, a double veg. I avoid the potato or the pasta when I'm out sometimes. But most of us know life has say in everything. Work, family, and the desire not to cook. These things often have plans for your time other than shopping and food shopping, sauteing, and babysitting the stove. There's no shame in taking shortcuts. None of us want to spend hours in the kitchen, especially if you're coming home from a hard day's work. The last thing you want to do is spend time in the kitchen. That's why even spending a Sunday prepping seems daunting. Why? Because you don't want to spend all day in the kitchen. I think modern conveniences have come around to help us. Instant Pots, crock pots, they all came to fruition to take us out of the kitchen. So we don't want to put ourselves back in the kitchen by all this prepping. So taking shortcuts like pre-prepping, or maybe Saturday be your chopping day and Sunday be your cooking day, where you're not there for 4 hours straight. You do an hour here and an hour there. Break it up. Maybe you do something during the week as well, or give the husband a job. That's an interesting thing. He might want to do it. You just never know. Some husbands are good that way. Some are old-fashioned and don't want to do shit. But some will. They like to be in the kitchen. They like to be with you. And if that helps you out, sometimes, or you have an older daughter, or even a son, you never know. Maybe he wants to be a chef. I always say it always pays to ask. You don't give the kid a knife. I understand. But sometimes just doing things like putting things in bags and just one less step you have to do will help you out. Plot twist. You can have other plans too, but relying on them and energy-saving shortcuts and quick and easy recipes, you're likelier to whip up a more healthier, tasty meals at home and stay within your points budget. Yes, even faced with a busy and unpredictable schedule. These tips may not get you cooking at home every night, but that's okay. Weight Watchers, all foods are on the menu. Your goal is to become a 5-star chef. Isn't to become a 5-star chef. It is to make nutritious meals as simple and fast and convenient as choices as possible. Do that and easier to avoid the in-moment decisions to tend to slow progress, like ordering a pizza. But here's the thing. You can have a slice of pizza. I don't like when people give, oh my God, you can't order pizza. Why not? A slice of pizza? It's a lifestyle. You can't have 2 and 3 slices of pizza, but you could have 1. You can, and I feel like some food just get this rap, like you can't do that. Like I did a whole video on going through the drive-thru. If I remember to link it, I will, because the drive-thru gets a bad rap. There's nothing wrong with some. Granted, all the choices aren't great. We have to be picky and we have to look at the options ahead of us. There is sandwiches that are grilled out there. Yeah, is it grilled with a little bit of oil? Possibly, but it's still a grilled piece of protein. So you have to look at the positives. And if you go to Chick-fil-A, you could ask for a different bun on your chicken. I didn't know that. They have a whole wheat bun. They have a gluten-free bun. You can ask for any bun you want. Remember, those stores and places are really have become more and more people pleasing. Like, you can get it without a bun. You can get a lettuce wrap. You can go to like Five Guys and get a lettuce wrapped burger if that's what you want, and have a little bit of fries. If you're not doing it on a consistent basis, it's not, it's lifestyle. And in lifestyle, sometimes you eat out once a week or twice a week. Or maybe, you've come to the point in your life where you don't want to cook. You don't want to be in the kitchen, and you go out several nights a week. You can do that. You just have to be smart about what you pick on the menu. And guess what? Once in a while, you could elaborate and have that, maybe onion ring, or have that fried piece of this. If you're not having it all the time, I don't think it's bad. It's lifestyle. It's not, I can't have this, I can't have that. I won't go out because then you can't blame going out if you gain weight, because it's not the restaurant food that's putting weight on. It's you, how much you're eating of that restaurant food as well. Remember, they give you an entree. You don't have to eat all of it. Many times I look at something, I say, can I have a box? And I put it in a box right away and I take it home because I know it's way too much. And sometimes as it sits there and it looks at you, it finds its way into your mouth. I know. Been there. Understand. Food addiction is real. It is. But I hope you enjoyed this little video, my take. I hope it comes up. If you did, let me know in the comment section below how your week went. How did you do on the scale? Did you think you had a good week? Did you think you had a bad week? Let me know how your week went. What did you think of the WW topic of the week? This is the last one for September, because October 1st is today. Happy October 1st. So where do you want to see yourself in 3 months? Because this is the time we need to pull it in to not put on those extra weights before the holidays come, because when the holidays come. So stay here with Dee. We will keep you covered. We will keep you on plan. We will keep you in the straight and narrow as best as we can. So if you did enjoy this video, let me know with a thumbs up and a comment below. That would be great. And if you have yet to subscribe to this channel, there is a red subscribe box. Hit that button, hit that bell next to it, and let you know when I upload and when I go live. I go live here a lot, so you want to be notified of that. So thank you for watching. Tomorrow's meal prep is a little bit abbreviated because I went back to work and didn't plan. See what happens when you don't plan? I only have one recipe, but good news is it actually was a long recipe, so still going to be in 20 minutes. So you should thank me for not putting anything in there. It is I think I called it the crumb cake mini pancake muffins. They were fabulous. So you definitely want to see that tomorrow, because pancakes with crumb cake topping for breakfast is something you should be eating, and it's very simple. You could prep that now and have it ready, but it doesn't really take that long. Dee doesn't do anything that takes long. This is the quick and easy channel, because I don't want to be in the kitchen. If I don't want to be in the kitchen, I know you don't want to be in the kitchen. So we are all about quick and easy meals here. So again, if that tickles your fancy and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I've talked way too long. I hope this video goes up. I will dish with you another day. Bye-bye, my lovelies.